But yeah, I'm gonna go into full burst mode and just make this hilariously overblown.
You will no longer stand between me and my destiny. Drive your cursed face from my memory forever. Yes! Let this be our final battle!
Skeletor. It's over.
Wow. So yeah, I two-shotted him. Hey everybody, welcome back to I Played a Thing, Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. This is reppin' the salad as ever, and I would like to say a little thank you to Soap Dragon for reminding me that I was sleeping on a couple of chests here in the Tomb of Lord Gwyn. So thank you, Soap. Now I'll go ahead and grab those now. Here we have the brass armor set, which is what is worn by the Firekeeper here in Anor Londo. We'll look at that in a moment. And over here we have... nothing! Alright then. So that brass set... where are you? There we are. Armor of the Dark Moon Knightus. Is that a word? Firekeeper of Anor Londo. After becoming undead, she visited the Dark Sun Gwyndolin at the Mausoleum of the Spiral Depths, became a Blade of the Dark Moon, and assumed the flame-keeping duty. She received this armor, which hides her hideous form, and helps her hunt the guilty. Is there anything different about the helmet? Nope, not really. Speaking of the Firekeeper, she is not real happy with us if we go to that bonfire after killing Gwyndolin. I can show that in New Game Plus, because she does have a bit of dialogue about your betrayal before attempting to kill you, or while attempting to kill you. But we'll just leave her alone this time. And with that, the main thing we have to do next is head for the Tomb of the Giants, which is going to be the home of Gravelord Nito, First of the Dead, and where we will pick up the last of the Lord Souls. And it's really dark, so it's time to put on my headlamp. This area is really enough of a pain under the best of circumstances. If you didn't have cast light, or the sunlight maggot, yeah, trying to do this with the necromancer's lantern, oh, I pity you. Even cast light is a huge improvement over that. So first thing we're going to do here, I believe, is go around this ledge here, and I think that will lead us to the last of the embers, which would be the large divine ember. Whoa. Said ember is... God damn, they're shooting from everywhere. Hide out while I finish talking here. Said ember is extremely difficult to get without dying, so I'm not going to worry too much about whether or not I get killed in the process as long as I get the thing. Because if you dive into that sarcophagus where it is resting, you will be attacked by It might be 4, it might be 6. I just remember it's a real shitload of giant skeletons. I want to say there's 6 of them. And that, my friends, is not an easy number to fight off. So let's see how far I can get toward it with a jump. No time for your shit, people. Okay, large divine ember obtained. Yep, looks like there are 6 of them. And there's some other kind of item down there, I believe, but I know it's nothing unique. I think it might just be a soul item or something, so I'm not going to worry about it. I got what I came for. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place. Here we are. Large divine ember of secret church rites, intended for select divine blacksmiths. And so now we could ascend our divine halberd up to +10 if we had any particularly good reason to do so, but at this point, since we're not running a faith build, there's really little reason to do it, because there aren't any more reassembling skeletons to worry about. Actually, you know what, I should probably make a run to Andre so that we can get his dialogue for handing over the ember. Oh, and while I'm in the neighborhood, I can spark this up. There we go. Hiya, Dre. Never mind the glowing bug on my head, that's intentional.
What a brilliant ember you have there. I've only heard legends of such specimens. The embers used for the secret rites of divine blacksmiths. Perhaps you could lend it to me. I've long dreamed of forging divine weapons.
All yours, buddy.
Splendid. Thank you. Andre the Restorer never disappoints. I assure you.
I know, buddy. You've done well by me, so I'll do well by you.
I'll be seeing you there. Be careful out there.
Alrighty, back to the tomb. We'll have a quick rest here to set it as our spawn point. And back up we go. Before we really dig into the depths of the tomb, we are going to have another sort of side trip here to meet a new friend. Hey, buddy. Nice shield.
Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something?
You'll want to say no to this one, because if you claim to be a cleric, he'll be very, very hostile to you. He does not like the clergy.
No? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but, well, we're friends now. So I'll split it with you. In any case, have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
Well, there's nothing suspicious about that at all.
There, that hole. Take a closer look.
Oh, what could possibly be the harm?
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
Well, that charming fellow was Trusty Patches, aka Patches the Hyena, the one character to be brought directly from Demon Souls into Dark Souls. And, yeah, this is entirely typical behavior for him. In Demon Souls, he punted you down a hole where there was supposedly treasure as well. Well, now that we're down here, we might as well do some exploring. Oh, and there's one of the lanterns. I guess they put that there in case you don't get one from a necromancer. I'm sure as shit not going to be using it, because I much prefer my headlamp, but we might as well have a look at it while we're here. Skull Lantern of the Catacombs Necromancer. Droops from his long beard locks. This lantern alights the Tomb of the Giants, Nito's light-devouring domain of death. Also serves as a fire-damage strike weapon. Yeah, but as a fire-damage strike weapon, it's about as useful as the fiery shoes from the orange charred ring. Really wouldn't recommend using it that way. Somewhere down here... Ah, yeah, there she is. This is that priestly lady from the Firelink Shrine who we met briefly there, and who was supposed to be heading down here with Vince and Nico, her guardians. Petrus came along too, but he seems to have fled and left her to her fate.
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. There are 2 fierce hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done? You're no hollow, please be.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to put down poor old Vince and Nico. So we will advance with some caution here. Hello, Vince, or possibly Nico. Not sure which one you are. They're pretty standard NPC types. Not too dangerous, although, as you can see, they have a couple of miracles going for them. They can put a beating on you. They do hit hard. There we go. Get them to take a swing so we can chug up a bit. And we do have to be careful that their one-time escort doesn't get hurt in the process. Oh! Nice simul kill there. Wasn't aiming for that, but it looked pretty cool.
You banished those 2 hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much.
Anytime. We'll take a quick look at that new miracle. Gradual HP restoration. Beware of the cleric knight, blessed by replenishment, for he shall not fall easily. So it's a regen spell. Alright then, I believe somewhere hereabouts we will find a way back up. And, I think we've got a bone or two to pick with old Patches. And also, I believe, Rhea the cleric here will find her way back to the surface once you've got Vince and Nico out of the way. Oh, chunk. Not a bad reward. but it looks like this is not the way back up. Oh, bone towers. Forgot about these guys. They spawn when you head up that tower there. And as you can see, they can attack by falling on you. Oh, and there's another one. They also have sort of a flailing attack, where they just kind of... Yeah, there it is. They're really most dangerous when they're able to hem you in, which was kind of the case for me for a moment there, but we can handle them. And that flailing attack can be quite hard to avoid in close range, so something to be careful of. Now then, I just need to find the way out of here. Do I need to fall down somewhere? I honestly don't remember. Bear with me for a moment, folks. I'm certain I'll get this figured out in due course. Alright, this seems to go somewhere. The Tomb of the Giants is not as confusing as the catacombs tend to be, but being me, I can get lost anywhere. Oh yeah, the flailing attack also has pretty good range, so be careful of that. Ooh! You know what else has good range? The falling attack. Unfortunately, with our shiny new Rite of Kindling, we do have plenty of Estus to go around. Oh, and you know what? I'm still wearing the the Lingering Dragon Crest ring, and I want to put on my my Covetous. There we go. Oh, okay. And we have come right out where the large Divine Ember is. Let me checkpoint myself real quick, like. Do some basic repairs, and then we'll go pick a bone with Patches. Oh, the bonfire is out. This suggests that I am perhaps being invaded. Let's just hang out for a moment here and see if the invasion takes, or if we... Oh, I think I just heard someone spawn in. Hi, James. Yeah, I'm gonna put off dealing with Patches here until we... Heard something. Ah, there you are. Nice hat. Yeah, sorry, you can't do that, dude. Where the hell are you going? Gotta watch my stamina there. Sorry, Jim. I actually won a PvP. That is somewhat unusual. Now then, Patches.
Oh, you! Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can, well, overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we?
Jolly. Right. Does this look like the face of mercy to you? Yeah, actually, if you hold out a little on him here, you can get an additional gift, so I'm going to do that.
For heaven's sake, let's not mope about, eh? You're still alive? I said I'm sorry. Wait, I know. Here, take this. It proves something, doesn't it?
A Twin Humanities. Nothing terribly precious, but it's free.
I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me.
Oh, Patches, I can't stay mad at you. As a matter of fact, if we now head back to Firelink Shrine, I believe we can reconvene with both Patches and Rhea. So let's try and... God damn it, have I been invaded again? Yep. That was quick. And it's the same guy. Alright. Let's have it out. Right. Time to head back to my bonfire before something else goes wrong. Huh. Now then, I believe Patches likes to hang out somewhere on the lower level, if I recall correctly, which I may not. Or is it near the graveyard that he hangs out? Yeah, come to think of it, I think it may be close to the graveyard. Let's see if he's there. Come on, where's P-Dog? Or maybe he doesn't come back until later. Sorry, folks, think I'm getting my sequence of events a bit confused here. But let's see if Rhea's back.
Ah. Oh, you. Have you seen Milady? Oh, blast, where might she be? And would she be safe? Oh, I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? Sometimes I lose myself. Pay me no mind.
I'm just gonna hop into the Way of White here, because that will, make PvP a little less common and summon signs a little more common. So yeah, I'm thinking if Petrus is not talking about Rhea being back yet, she doesn't show up yet either. It may be that they don't turn up until you're done with the Tomb of the Giants, so never mind all that. One thing I am going to do while I'm in the neighborhood, however, is stop by, oh, what is his name? I'm drawing a blank. Oh, Domhnall. Since we have some souls to spare, and we haven't checked in with him in quite a while, this seems like a good opportunity. He should have some boss armor we might want to check out. No, you don't. Alright, let's see if we can manage this jump without misfortune. Very good.
Aye, Shemai. I didn't expect to meet anybody here. I suppose great minds think alike, eh?
Well, we've met here before.
I'm afraid I don't see anything here.
Alright, wanting to get right down to business, huh? Let's go ahead and do that then. We've got his usual equipment, and the golem stuff, which I think I showed before. And we can also get Ornstein stuff from him, since he was the final form of the O&S boss fight. He is believed to be the captain of the Four Knights. His golden lion armor is imbued with the power of lightning and should provide good protection against it. And here is Gwendolyn's stuff. The power of the moon was strong in Gwendolyn, and thus he was raised as a daughter. His magic garb is silk thin, and hardly provides any physical defense. Looks like its magic defense isn't half bad, though. And the Crown of the Dark Sun, Gwendolyn's hat. This Crown of the Gods demands faith immeasurable of its wearer, but it is imbued with dark moon power that enhances all magic. The image of the sun manifests Gwendolyn's deep adoration of the sun. And functionally, the Crown of the Dark Sun is a little like Dusk's Crown, but it doesn't have the double-edged effect, but its enhancement isn't that, great. Dusk's Crown, I believe, boosts magic by 20%, but you take additional damage from magic yourself, whereas the Crown of the Dark Sun only boosts by 10%, but it doesn't make you any more vulnerable. And finally, we have the Artorias set here. The death of the armor's owner can be surmised from the corrosive dark of the abyss, and the tattered azure blue cape, once a symbol of pride and glory. Alright then, well, since it's light armor, we might as well pick up the moonlight stuff while we're in town.
Thank you. That was a fine trade. I have this funny feeling we'll meet again soon. And we'll make another fine trade, of course.
Pleasure business. Pleasure business? Pleasure doing business with you, Donnie. My, don't we look regal? And we have little gold wings on our back, too. That's kind of cute. Guess we could try on the hat as well. Has a very solar look about it, but ironically it's not as glowy as our bug hat. We might as well keep this on for a while. This is another non-upgradable armor set, by the way. Cannot be improved. Not sure if the whole barefoot thing is a really good idea in the Tomb of the Giants, but that's how it is. Alright, let's head on back and hopefully not get harangued anymore by Mr. Baxter. Yeah, Patches is just gonna hang out here for the time being, it appears. And here we have a nasty new enemy. Don't know what its official name is, but I call it the dog skeleton. They're quite dangerous, as you can see. They can combo you. They recover from damage very quickly. Looks like the block and counter approach isn't going to do me any favors with him, so we'll want to approach that a little differently. I'm also going to want to restore myself to human form. Although it exposes me to invasions, obviously. I don't remember if there are any more bonfires in this area, and there is an NPC invader that we're going to want to have a scrap with. So I will have to be in human form to get invaded by him. Alright, let's have another go at the dog. That really is not working for me. You get pretty good souls for them, though, so that's nice. Alright, nothing over here. Fog gate over yonder. Don't know if there's anything down there, but I don't care to risk it. Oh! Hi! Black Knight. And we've got a skeleton archer kind of pestering us in the meantime, which is not good. Drinky time. Oh, I want that backstab. Nope. Let's try and lure this gentleman back a little so we're not getting sniped while we try to fight him. Oh, nice swing. God, those skeleton archers can be such a pain in the ass in this part of the game. Those giant arrows do hurt quite a bit. Hey, friend. No more of your nonsense. Well, that's a quality consumable, so yay for that. Not so much yay for dogs. I mean, I like dogs, but not the kind that try to kill me. Ow. Jerk. Probably didn't really need an Estus there, but I like to keep myself topped up in this neck of the woods. Just because there's so much shit that can kill you rather quickly. Don't remember where the enemy spawns are too well in this area either, so I am playing it real careful and a little bit paranoid. Not sure where all the treasures are around here either, but I don't recall there being anything that exciting, so I'm not going to worry too much about finding treasures. I believe there is an effigy shield, which is a small shield type that has some kind of good protection, but nothing that I really need. I'm perfectly happy with my very stable eagle shield, thank you. I think I want to descend here somehow, if I can find the right way. And not just loop back around to Patches again. The hell am I... Oh, here we go. Let's try this way first. The other way looks complicated. Oh, speak of the devil. While things are relatively quiet, we'll have a quick look at that. Frightful occult shield. Defends against divine weapons and lightning. In an ill-fated plot to destroy the very gods, the followers of the occult once attempted to steal the power of Gravelord Nido, the first of the dead. Yeah, considering Pinwheel, that seems to be a common sort of plot around here. Not working out well for everyone, and I see there's another bonfire down there. Wasn't sure if there was one in Tomb of the Giants beyond the first one that we found, but apparently so. Hopefully I can make my way to it. Oop, dogs and big guys. Let's see if maybe I can aggro one at a time. But without a bow I won't. Can't see very far here, even with my bug. There we go. Go ahead, make your play. Come get some, Mr. Big Stuff. There we go. Now, was the bonfire maybe somewhere over this-a-way? I know not for certain. Indeed it was. Very good. We will do one immediate kindle, and pop a bit more humanita, and do the rest. I don't think this is a warpable bonfire, though. But hey, it gives us a respawn point a little deeper into the level, and that's always welcome. Alright, back to our solid 20. Of course, our friends up here are going to be respawned, so we'll have to have a care about them. If you don't have a good shield, that lunging sort of tantrum attack of theirs can really mess up your stability, so something to be wary of. These guys do have some reach on them. But so do I. Whoop. Mind the gap. Alright, how do we advance from here? I'm not altogether certain. This way, perhaps? Or is this where I just found the effigy? I think it might be. Yep. Alright, not entirely certain how I am meant to proceed at this point, but I'm sure we'll get it figured out. Whoa! Who's shooting? Okay, we go down. We go to the right, maybe? Anything over here? Oh, I see ground. That's not a very far drop at all, so we'll just take it. Oh, hey, doggy. Lots of doggies. Fortunately, their aggro radius is not that severe, so we can take this slow. That's another attack that can really wreck your stability. And I've got a great big portable wall, so I have nothing to fear. Well, nothing to fear is probably exaggerating a bit, but... it's very nice to be able to two-shot these guys with my R2. That way I know I can drop them in a single combo once I get a good shot at them. Ah! Oh my goodness, gravy! But they're still pretty dangerous. Aheh. Oh yeah, we do still want to get that NPC summon if at all possible, so, bring myself back to life. Alright, back on the field. Beware your dark spot. Not altogether sure what that refers to, but whatever the case, we'll get these big old skeletons out of the way. And I see where I done died. Good point of reference to have, I suppose. Hey, you. I could maybe work my way around these guys without actually killing them, since their aggro radius is rather light, but that would make me really paranoid. Ah, god damn it, die won't you? God damn it! Well, a free chunk. We'll take it. Now, doges. Third time's a charm, right? That's one. Like that rib cage flying out into the distance like a tumbleweed. Alright, that's two. And you, my friend, should be the last of the lot. Go ahead, do one of your vulnerability-causing attacks, won't you? That'll do. Nearly kill me, but it'll do. Yeah, let's top the rest of the way up just to be safe. God, there's like nothing over here. I probably didn't have to pick that fight at all. On the bright side, I think my NPC summon is about to... or my NPC invasion, more accurately, is about to happen once I head down this ramp here. So then I will not have to worry about my unhallowed status any longer. Nope, not quite yet. A little more to do. But another nice soul item. We'll take that in the meantime. Don't remember this part terribly well. So we'll just have to proceed with caution as ever. Is this the ramp yet? Yeah, this is where he's going to show up, I'm pretty sure. And if we fight him here, we will eventually be able to get his stuff. Much like we did with Kirk. There we are. Paladin Leroy. This is the fellow we could have summoned for the pinwheel fight, but it was just too much of a pain to get his summon sign. Don't kick me. He has a very large weapon known as Grant, I believe is its name. Just a huge-ass great hammer. Oh, and he has healing miracles, apparently. Well, we'll have to keep him from doing that. Fortunately, his use of Grant means he's not exactly speedy. I caught you that time, Leroy. We get the usual humanity stash. And we get his big old hammer Grant and his shield Sanctus. We'll check those out later when we're not at risk of invasion. But later we'll be able to pick up his equipment as well, now that we fought him as a Black Phantom. Now this part I vaguely remember there being some trickiness with a bone tower spawning behind you, so I'll be watching out for that. There it is. We'll have to deal with this while trying not to get arrowed too badly. Well, do something. Or don't. Just stand there and die, I'm fine with that too. Right in the leg. I thought maybe that other bone tower was going to come up behind me, but apparently not. Oh, wasn't that sneaky? Ah, there it is. God damn it. Get me out of here. No. Well, at least I don't have to worry about restoring my humanity again. Ah, there's a lizard here. Well, we're gonna do our usual reload dance and see what he gives us. More twinkling and green. Could I please get some chunks one of these days? I suppose I shouldn't turn my nose up so much at stuff that's expensive to buy. Oh wow. I didn't know the bone towers would drop white chunks. I'm sure I must have encountered that at some other point in my existence, but I did not remember it. So we'll take another try at this bit of business. See if we can maybe not get killed embarrassingly this time. God, I hate that archer. Let's see if we can make this work. Well, that didn't come up too badly. Maybe I can hit the archer, too. If I'm sufficiently cagey about it. Seems like he still can't hit me, which is a good start. Hitting him is tricksy, but not impossible. Come on, stick that knee out again. There we go. Alright. Now I can deal with the giant skeleton and the bone tower here without having to get shot in the back repeatedly. Yeah, I see you there. And no bone tower behind me. Huh. Well, cool. Now I believe I am entering into an area where, oddly enough, we begin to encounter pinwheels as normal enemies. Yep, there's one. And they stagger very easily, so as long as I keep hitting them, they will not get a chance to cast. Boy, it must suck not having any poise. Oop, got one off on me. Just like the regular pinwheels, these fellows are very fragile, but in numbers they can be a bit of a threat, so I'm just taking them out from a distance while I can. Alright. Oh, and we see the skeleton babies start to appear. Oh, and they're coming up after me too, that's unusual. Yeah, the skeleton babies, before the DLC, this was most folks' favorite place to farm humanity, because they spawn infinitely. And they have a good chance of dropping humanity. But they can inflict toxic on you, and you can never completely clear them out, so I find that a little more risk than I particularly care to take. I'd much rather just kill off all the humanity phantoms in the DLC area. Oh, there's another one. And should you desperately need any, I believe the pinwheels here can drop white slabs. Oh, and apparently they can drop their masks as well. Okay, I don't think the skeleton babies are following me up anymore. And here we have the boss door, so we can take a moment to get prepared. I usually don't have too much of a problem with Nito. We do have some potentially respawning skeletons here, because he does have a few minions in there with him, and he does act as a necromancer, so I probably should have leveled up my Divine Halberd after all. But too late to cry over that now. I also should have attuned Great Combustion because he doesn't like fire, and I cannot buff this Divine Halberd, but yeah, if I have to come back, I'll know what to do for next time. Little guy still wandering around down there. Well, just to be safe, since I can't do my buffs of choice, well, no, never mind. I am, however, going to put on my thief mask, because I don't know if it's really true, but it seems like having the bug on or any other light source active will cause Nito to spam his most annoying attack more often. So, just in case that is in fact how that works, I'm not gonna go in there with a light source. Alright, let's see if we can make this happen. We'll have to start out with some unavoidable fall damage. Job number one is to find his skeleton minions and make sure you take them out. Oh yeah, and when you hear Nito scream, he's about to whack you in the ass with a giant greatsword. So yeah, something to be cautious of. And that will also inflict toxic on you. And that's the attack he can potentially spam if you come in here with a light source, but again, I'm not positive that's how that works. Okay, I think all skeletons are down, so we just have to deal with the big man. And he has his big old Gravelord Greatsword, which I think can toxify you. When he crouches down like that and starts to vibrate, he's about to do a big old AoE. Which normally you want to back out of the way of, but I didn't have time. As you can see, he's definitely a bit on the slow side. If you stay in close on him, he's not very good usually at actually hitting you. He does have a grab to be careful of, though. Okay, he's about to go off again. Once again, I don't have the room to escape. Not doing much damage to him here, which is suboptimal, but we'll just have to deal with it. I believe he also has some additional giant skeleton minions, which, if you wander too far past where he spawns, they will show up and start trying to kill you. So, we'll want to avoid that if at all possible. But, you see the issue. Nito turns slowly. He does not have particularly good aim. And when you're in close, his attacks will often just go right past you. That is why I tend to not consider him that much of a threat. As I mentioned, he does have a grab, but he doesn't seem to use it all that often, and even when he does, he's not very accurate at about catching you with it. Let's see if we can avoid the AoE blast this time. Wow, that goes farther than I thought it did. Oh, no matter. Whoop, scream. Haha, mistimed. He's loving the AoE stuff. And I keep underestimating it. Shouldn't do that. Yep, not damaging him as much as I would like to on account of not having my weapon buffs and not having my plus 10 divine weapon, but we're getting there. Yeah, see, if you strafe him at a decent rate of speed, he just can't keep up with you. Well, I guess when you're a big, shambling corpse made up of many smaller corpses, agility's not going to be your strong suit. I'm trying to be careful about how far away from him I wander, because I don't want those giant skeletons activating on me, but does seem to be giving me a little trouble, because I keep getting caught by his AoE blast. No, you may not. I think he's just too tall for his own good. Those big swings of his just go right over your head half the time, as long as you're within a certain range of him. We're doing our blast again, and I think I'm too close. Yep, sure am. But not all that much of it gets through my shield, so whatever. Shouldn't be long now. I'm just gonna go ahead and tank this. Go ahead, swing for it. And good night, Mr. Gravelord. And the final Lord Soul is ours. Wow, he doesn't even give you very many souls. Wonder if the game intends you for, kind of is balanced so that you would go after Nito first upon getting the Lord Vessel? Oh, wait. No, there was just a major delay. Okay, fair enough. Now, somewhere around here, we will be able to find Leroy's gear. There it is. It's actually really nice armor. I think it might be a little heavier than what we want, though. Oh, this is where the giant skeletons were. I wasn't in any major danger of running into them, it looks like. Thought they might be a little closer than that. Well, while we have a moment, let's take a look at Leroy's equipment. Sanctus, a legendary weapon of the Way of White, granted to an undead paladin long ago. Once blessed with the protection of a white flame, but its power has all but faded, so that it provides only slight HP recovery. But regeneration is no bad thing. Well, how about his weapon? If I can find it. Ah, there we are, Grant. This massive iron can only be lifted by those within human strength, but it is blessed and very effective against agents of dark. Incidentally, this weapon does have the holy property, so it can permakill skeletons even if their necromancers are around. And the armor. Armor of Leroy, Paladin of the Catacombs. Long ago, the Way of White produced its first undead, a paladin in golden armor. With the legendary treasures, Grant and Sanctus, Leroy set out for Lordran, Land of the Gods, in the first undead mission of the Way of White. Well, it doesn't look like that quite panned out for Mr. Jenkins, but at least we gave him a good last fight. And so now I'm just going to spark this up. Not that it's very important to spark up this particular bonfire, but I like to be thorough. Oh, and by the way, if you fight Leroy, but haven't killed Nito yet, then you can go to the Gravelord Covenant coffin and be brought down here in the non-boss fight capacity, and you can pick up Leroy's stuff while you're in Covenant mode with Nito. Not terrifically useful, I suppose, but just something that you can do if you have a mind to. Alright then. I suppose that's enough for one day. This is Salad, reporting from the lair of Gravelord Nito, R.I.P., bidding you adieu. Next time, we'll meet those new friends in Firelink, and then it's time to proceed onward to the endgame. See you then. As always, a hearty thanks to my very generous supporters, including Justin Carpenter, Nolden, Zangamarth, Charlie Dunst, Anonymous Benefactor, John Madigan, Johnny Millennium, Sanguine Games, Joseph Coco, Canis, Misha Van Doren, Craig Patterson, and Frank Greasy. And thanks to all other contributors, and to viewers, subscribers, commenters. You are all very much appreciated.